Hey guys, Rob here. I'm at Dreamhack Austin 2018. This is the configuration for the entire hall. It's one floor. I've been here once before a couple of years ago and it was on 2 floors, but what I've been told is basically they took the 2 floors and flattened it down to 1, and that's what we got here this year. But I'm going to give you a tour of Austin Dreamhack 2018. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to all the parts because there's some really crowded parts. So I'm going to start here in this corner. There are a lot of vendors. I'm not going to stop at all the vendors. That's just one of many. And they're mostly kind of put together in one area, but this one's out of the way. I'm not really sure why. But my good friend Imran, he runs Texas Gaming Lounge or Texas Gamers Lounge, and he supplied all these cool arcade games. Super Turbo, one of my favorites of all time. And yeah, so this is a 24/7, 3-day event. And all these games are set to free play. There's Killer Queen, very popular here in Austin. That's a 10-player game. Really cool. But let me start with this corner here and just show you the enormity of this thing. I'm just gonna walk along this wall here. So here, I believe this is the virtual reality area. Yeah, you can see the guy kind of, oh, he's got one of those things where you can actually walk around, like a treadmill or something. I didn't even know they made those for real. But earlier I heard that they had a 2v2 tournament of some kind. So there you see VR free play. This area says closed. I don't know what the heck these are, other than a hole. Oh, you can't walk through there? Denied. I walked through there before, but that old man's like, no sir, you're not going through here. So I don't know what this is. I guess these are, I don't know, they don't look like sponsored teams because they're not all in uniforms or jerseys. They just look like dudes. Maybe you have to go a different way. But there are a whole bunch of these PCs just everywhere. Just rows and rows and rows. These are provided by Dreamhack. But there's another place for the BYOC, the Bring Your Own Computer area. They had some problems on Friday from what I hear. I wasn't here yesterday. They had some power and internet issues. And I think they got that cleared up. But over there you see the console free play area, which I can't get to from here, unfortunately. But basically it's exactly what it sounds like. A whole bunch of consoles, and you can just go in there and play whatever. There are certain games set up on each of those consoles, but I don't know, still a good time. You can just go in there and just play whatever you like. I'm not really sure what this area here is. You got a bunch of iPads. I don't know. I have no idea. Some kind of mobile gaming. This, I don't, LARP? I have no idea. I never did any LARPing or anything like that. I don't know what this is. It's like medieval dodgeball, or no, they got swords. I don't even know. Oh, they're going for the mace in the middle? Uh-oh. What is going on? There's a ref there. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna stick around to find out. Those things there are sumo balls. So there was a big line. Oh, there is. I guess they're gonna load them up. You basically get in these things and you just kind of bump around into each other. You can see a line of people waiting to get in. Seems to be pretty popular. Never tried that, and honestly, I'm kind of a big dude, so I don't even know if I got in, I don't know if I'd be able to get back out. That looks really neat. Coming around to this area, this is what I came here for. This is the fighting game area. It's kind of small compared to the rest of the event. It's just a small portion, but I play Street Fighter V. I wouldn't go as far as to say I play it competitively, but I do play a lot of it. I didn't do so great today, but you know, it's to be expected. You need to put in the time. Still had a lot of fun though. So over here, there's those guys again. I don't know what they're doing. There's something called PG-13. From what I can tell, I talked to one of the guys that manned the booth. Paul George, who wears number 13 on the Oklahoma City Thunder, is somehow into gaming and is pushing this. I don't even know what it is. All they've been doing here the whole day is playing. I don't know if this is NBA Live or NBA 2K or whatever. I'm not a sports guy, so I like sports. I like watching NBA, but I don't play video games. So okay, so it's 2K. But anyway, Paul George, good for you. I'm glad you're into gaming. A lot of cosplaying here. That guy taking a picture of them. It's kind of dark. I apologize for that, but not much I can do. It's just dark in here. I'm doing this on my phone, so. This is one of the many stages. I don't even know what, I think this is supposed to, yeah, this is the main stage, but you'll see this is the tiniest of all the stages here. It's pretty crazy. Over here is the console free play. I'll give you a little close up of it. I'm not gonna go in there because there's so much more to cover. But you can see here, it's a bunch of Xboxes and PlayStation 4s with various games loaded up on them. I presume that they're all digital because otherwise people could walk out with the discs. And yeah, so it turns out this is the mobile free play area where all the iPads were. I don't know why it's empty. It seems closed up for now. This is Saturday night. It's about 8 o'clock or so. A lot of the tournaments have started to wrap up, if not have finished. The PUBG tournament, which has the most massive of all the stages, and it looks amazing, that's going on right now. And that's where it's super crowded, so I might be able to get through there, I'm not really sure. I'll do my best. I'm gonna walk through the fighting game area. You'll see a lot of, if you're into fighting games, you see a lot of famous Street Fighter players here. Since there's only 2 stations, that's how small it is for Street Fighter 5. They're kind of all congregated in the same area. There's Snake Eyes and Ricky Ortiz, Marn, Justin Wong. Earlier we had Sen Chang. He's an Austinite. Who else was here? Oh, Punk was here. Just a whole bunch of other players. Chris G. There's Punk up there. He's on stream right now. But he's playing Dragon Ball Fighters. And there's a whole bunch of Smash players. And there's a whole bunch of Brawlhalla setups. Apparently they sponsored and put up a big prize purse. There's a whole bunch of that. I've never heard of it. But there's a bunch of empty stations here, a bunch of them. So yeah, there's that. There's a Smash area. That's where they're streaming Smash. So these are 2 more stages. This is basically Street Fighter, Tekken, and Dragon Ball. This is just Smash because there's so many players. Over there's the Rainbow Six stage, and it's just for Rainbow Six. I don't even know how I'm going to get past here. I'm going to have to walk through here. Do this part. I actually sat through one of these matches, and it was crazy. Like, I couldn't follow anything. The commentators, there were 2 commentators, they were going like a million miles an hour. I couldn't tell what was going on, but it was a spectacle. Pretty neat to see. Here are the CRTs for Smash. This is the start. Well, let me show you this. This is the Rainbow Six area. And it's pretty cool because all the 2 teams stood up there, and all the team members' names appear in the front. I wish they had their point of view in the front, but they don't do that. They just put their team name or their player names up there. But yeah, I couldn't follow a damn thing on that. And here's more Rainbow Six stations. This is, I presume, where the non-main stage games go on. This was pretty hot earlier in the day. It's the StarCraft 2 stage. And this one's pretty intricate as well. Are they tearing it down? Looks like they're done. They might be tearing it down. I'm not sure. It sure looks like it, actually. But this thing was packed earlier. There's a ton of people in here. So there's the StarCraft World Championship Series circuit. I didn't even know there's another big stage. And over here we have the PUBG stage, which is ridiculous. It is huge. There are 64 stations here, and they're double-decker. So there's 4 people there, then 4 above, and they're all in squads. You can see some of them say eliminated. I know for a fact that one used to say Team Ruski, but they were eliminated pretty quickly. And so yeah, there looks like there's got a few teams still alive. There's the big PUBG main monitor there. That's a lot of smoke in here. I don't know what's going on with that. They have 2 cranes with cameras on them. It's just massive. It is really impressive that they put this together. I don't play this game at all, but it is very impressive. You're gonna hear that a lot. That I don't play this game at all. I'm pretty, like I said, I pretty much came for Street Fighter. Here's where it starts to get a little bit congested. You see there. I'm gonna kind of go around. There's another vendor. They actually have a couple of retro games that I was looking at, but nothing that I needed. A couple of Third Strike cabinets. Another vendor. We're back to the Rainbow Six stage. So here's a lot of the tabletop and card games. Another vendor. I have never heard of most of these things. Light Seekers, I have no idea. I've heard of Warhammer. I don't know what Age of Sigmar is, but yeah, I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. There's Magic the Gathering. My friend Aaron's super into Magic. I'm surprised he's not here, actually. I don't know, just a bunch of card games. If you're into card games, probably the place to be this weekend here. Again, it's really weird. My friend Aaron isn't here. He's super into it. I'm gonna have to go around. It's just difficult to get through here. I think Artist Alley is this direction. Yeah, Artist Alley. I can see it says there. I don't know if I can go through here. I think I can. Yeah, okay, cool. So, as you would guess, a lot of art being displayed and for sale. Pretty much all video game related or game related in some way. Sometimes it's anime or TV show related, but you can see here. Cosplay pictures. Wow, very racy. A lot of cosplayers here. Some more art. I'm curious if they have prices on these. No? I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, there you go. No prices on them. They're pretty good. Very talented artists here. Kind of for all kinds. Not only just art gallery, not only just anime and manga fans. There's a lot of different kinds of art here. Well, these are cool. There's a Jack Skellington. That's really cool. So now we're on the other end of the wall. You can see some people are tearing down. I think this is the indie games. Oh, something happened to PUBG. We're over there. So, I don't know, more artists. Because we're just gonna skip on down to this area. There's an indie game area. This might be it here. Looks kind of dead right now, so we'll skip that. There's again PUBG. It's a massive, massive stage, I'm telling you. More indie games. Some of them, honestly, look kind of sad. There was a lot of people here, but these indie games are very niche, and they don't appeal to everybody. There's another stage. So this is a indie playground stage. Okay, they had somebody was up here trying to give a presentation about their indie game earlier, and there was like 3 people sitting down. So I felt kind of bad for them. Looked like the people sitting down just wanted to see too, just to get off their feet. But here we go, more indie game stuff. And again, this is towards the end of the day, so you kind of seen. I tried to do this earlier. It was just so packed, but some of these guys have gone home. T-shirts, lots of T-shirts for all kinds. I could probably find something I liked if I looked hard enough, but not feeling buying T-shirts today. That is interesting. Minute Rice is here. They have their own booth, and they're not here now, but man, it was bumping earlier. They must have been giving away a free sample or something. Here's Gaming Generations. They supply a bunch of the PS4s in the fighting game arena. I know because I saw their sticker on a bunch of stuff. But some more booths. Let me show you this part here. I only recently heard of the Houston Outlaws. I don't know what they play. I think they play Overwatch. Not really. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks like I recognize so few, but I recognize that Tracer. Yeah, Tracer's there. I don't think it's here. So yeah, I guess if you want to mingle with them, they are here. I believe they're. I don't know. Maybe they're not here. We are in Austin. There's a booth for Austin game devs. Let's see if I can get a better angle on this place over here. Oh, these are the Outlaws. They're just throwing shit out. Quite a few people walking around with merch from them. You can see all the bags there. Wow, okay. This is the Monster Lounge, as in Monster energy drinks. They were given away for free. As long as you stayed within this lounge area, you could have free Monster drinks. You could not take them out of the area. That was the one stipulation. And this is another stage. So many stages. You can see sponsored by Monster. This one's Counter-Strike. CSGO. I don't play Counter-Strike, so I can't even tell you what's going on. So in some kind of upscale custom desk. MSI is here. Got to get towards the front here. I actually made this a lot quicker than I thought I was going to. Pecos Pete's, they sell these big metal mugs filled with soda, and you have unlimited daily refills for the whole day. I think it's like 20 bucks or something. So I see a lot of those metal mugs when you walk around. Beer and alcohol, there's always a line for that. And then I made it all the way to the other end. And this is the BYOC area, the bring your own computer. And there's some crazy, awesome looking PCs here. Look at this one. I can't get in there because I don't have the proper credentials. There's a bunch of cool stuff. I don't know, like I see that guy playing PUBG. I don't know if they're all playing online. I know that yesterday they were complaining that the power kept going out and they kept losing internet. So they were pretty pissed. So I think, I don't remember. I looked it up, I want to say it was like $100 for a BYOC slot, and they were pissed because, well, they didn't have power. So I think they fixed that, so good for them. I used to do BYOC back when I played Quake 3. We went to QuakeCon every year and competed. That's probably the game I was the best at as far as competing is concerned. Best I ever did was finish 9th at QuakeCon. That was years and years and years ago. Here's the Dreamhack Store where they sell all the t-shirts and stuff, caps, sweatshirts, etc. Looks like it's still open. Thought it might be closed, but it's open. And another game of some kind, Wormhole Wars. Never heard of that. More vendors. Trying not to get in people's way here. PUBG's still going. Look at them, just throngs of people. Just wow. This is the most congested area by far. I went around it. Still BYOC over there. And here's a mini stage, I guess. Speedrunners. There's BenQ. And Elgato has their own pretty substantial, actually, booth. Not sure what they're doing here. I don't think they're selling any. Not that I know of, anyway. There's PUBG again. Crazy. Crazy. I think I've made it through everything. There's the Minute Rice booth. Yeah, I think I've pretty much made it through everything. So, yeah, this is kind of a dead part here. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of Austin Dreamhack, or Dreamhack Austin 2018. I'll be posting this up pretty much raw video, so no editing. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.